Hey, how's it going? We're back on a Saturday with our water beavers. And last time, I think we were starting to lose some water. So this time we're going to, well, we started our elevator to the abyss, but I think we need some power. So we're going to have to clear out some area there today. We might have to get a little bit more water intake. I think a lot of these I took a look and they're low on dirt, so we're going to have to probably put in a couple more of these. They might all be coal, because I feel like I'm always low on coal, but never low on anything else. But we're back. Hopefully everybody's had a good week. Hey, Death, how are you doing? We're, oh, I've got more stuff to put in over here. Last time we did get these in. So hopefully, I don't know if we'll get more of those in, but we'll see. I think got these. You know what? It's starting to get rather low. So let's just put in a couple more of these. Then again, if I'd stop giving them days off, they'd probably quit being low on things. There we go. You know what? Let's... Once it's quitting time, we'll give them tomorrow off. Lots to do, little time to get it done. Yeah, that's the name of the game anymore. Everything is lots to do, little time to get it done. We were gonna probably put in a solar panel up here for this, I believe. So, let's grab some dynamite. I'm gonna put everything at this height. So, we'll do triple dynamite here. Doubles there. And doubles there. And then do I need a single there? That's a 13 height. That's 12 height. So, yep. Singles. We might even have to remove these trees and do some more there. But I hope everybody's had a good week. My week was kind of crazy, but it feels like all weeks are kind of crazy lately. So, you know how that goes. We'll get all the roads in here. But large underground storage for vanilla beavers keep disappearing every time I jump back into the game. Huh. Large underground storage? Like the Folktales underground storage or the Waterbeavers underground storage? Nothing to do in range. This guy never has anything to do in range. I think he's just avoiding work. Oh, you know what I could do? We could also try and take down some of this to get more of these in there. So, let's just do that. Around this way. Iron Teeth. That's strange. I have not had that problem. Not on my Cavernwood colony. Are you using mods? Or is it just plain... Then again, there was a whole bunch of changes made to like how the map reacts, and then they kind of changed them back, so I don't know what the point of it was, but maybe that has something to do with it. Oh, we were going to give him today off. Let's give him the day off. I have no clue what's causing it. Do you have tunnels underneath it? Because I've heard some really weird effects from tunnels. No? No tunnels? Huh. That is strange, then. I have not seen it. Who knows? Maybe next time I go back into. Huh. Maybe the next time I go back in to try it again, maybe all of my underground storage will be gone. What, can we get 2s in here? Yeah, we can get a 2 in there, too. We'll put ones in here. I don't think they can get to it quite yet, but that's okay. Do threes here as well, just to clear up a little bit more room. And twos here if we can get to them. Actually, we'll do ones and then twos behind it. Ones, twos. That way we just have plenty of room. Bob storage, biggest water storage, an underground warehouse, still not allowing me to put it. Weird. I don't know. I have not tried any of that, though, so... I don't know, maybe it's a weird thing that's going on with them specifically. Let's go back up to 18 hours. Medium wood storage still weird. Make sure someone's in here. Make sure someone's in here. It's just me. Maybe something's happened with that particular map and save. Sometimes they do just kind of mess up sometimes. Oh, look at that. They are getting that in there. This can all go this way, so they are sure to be able to get up there. The new playthrough. New since, like... They had an update that took out the natural overhangs, and then they had an update that put them back. New since they put them back? Are these guys both working on coal, or is one working on something else? No, that's working on mountain salt, which it looks like we need. That one's working on coal. Over here, I think the foundry was temporarily switched. How are we doing here? We need a bunch of coal. But my whole city has tubes everywhere. Tubes are great. They really are. They've made a couple of really good advancements in this last update, the update 7. So hopefully Waterbeavers will eventually be able to take advantage of them. But who knows? We'll see when we wrap this one up if we do another Waterbeavers or if we do maybe Ember Pelts or something else. Small tube-way is amazing. The small tube-way station? The tiny tube-way station? I do really like the tiny tube-way station, yeah. It's super, super handy, especially compared to the big one. The big one is nice, looks nice, works well, even when not modded, but that tiny one is definitely the way to go if you can do it. I have just like a pile of random gold dust out there. What are these guys making? Also, where's my sawdust? Got plenty of sawdust. Okay. You are making another one of these? Laboratory glassware? What was I making glassware for? Two-way levy? I thought about picking that up because it would definitely help out. But I'm probably going to do that maybe the next playthrough. What was I making the glassware for? Was that for the university? I feel like it was for the university. This is agronomy. Do you need... No. I don't need that. Pilot's license? I just need a ton of sky exploration. Oh, no. And human relics. Okay. So, PhD in physics? Nope. I need waste for that. And robotics. I need human relics for that, too. So, this is going to say science for a little while longer. I don't know if it's mod or vanilla, but platforms now only use planks. That's interesting. I didn't even notice. Then again, I have a ton of extra planks. Why are people going in here? There's no reason for them to go in here. It's not even on. Unless they're stocking it with something. Alright, and I need ladders on the other side so they can get back down. Seen tunnel bombs? You mean the new tunnel items? I mean, I've been making a big tunnel over on the other playthrough. I got tunnels everywhere. What is this? This building isn't connected by paths. Okay. I don't know how that got removed, but okay. Take this one out. I can take these out. There we go. That one can go down. These can all go. Oh, I forgot those. That's okay. Those can go. This needs to go here. And they can connect in here. And here. Go right over here. It says tunnel bomb. This tunnel, but has an icon of a... Really? Yeah, I don't... Mine just looks like dynamite with a tunnel around it. Then again, I did get a new one. It is from a mod, I found out, where it's like... The mod has waterproof tunnels. Oh. Yeah, I've been using a ton of those in the Let's Play. Made a ton of tunnels. Basically, you just have to go down under the ground, like, let's say... I don't know if this will look the same, because I think 6, it looks different. Yeah, it looks way different. It actually cuts the sides open, but you can put, like, a tunnel underground, and they'll blow up a tunnel for you. Ooh, I got hiccups all of a sudden. Alright, that's gotta go. This, and this have to go. Let's get those. I need one here. I think next time, actually, when I do the different layers, I'm going to sort out... I put my subway on the lowest layer, but I think I'm going to put it on, like, the 3rd layer up, maybe, and save my water tunnels for the bottom layer. It seems to be a better idea, because then you don't have to worry about the water pouring down into the tunnels. And you can put a impermeable barrier there to take care of some of that water. It's not showing me anything, so I'm just not going to use it. Okay. Well, maybe when we get to... Are those still connected? Oh, they're not. That would be why. What is this? Pencil sets. Okay, we'll move the pencil sets. We're not really getting many of those anyway. And we'll replace those with more ladders. If you're talking the tunnels are super useful. That's not where I wanted to put that. Nope, we'll just connect them here. They'll have to go through one hot air balloon to get to a different one. Yeah, it got hit with a little bit of lag there, but that's okay. We'll be all right. Our colony is at 600. Let's see, that's 625, 665 beavers. I'm surprised it's still running this well, to be honest with you. My laptop caught fire. Well, you know, that happens. Those are laptops. They're supposed to be warm, right? There we go. There's that one. Let's take a look and see. Power. Solar power. How many solar power things can I get here? There's like one at the moment. Unless I somehow come up here, remove these, and then build some platforms up there. This is entirely possible. They're supposed to melt flesh, right? Yeah, exactly. That's how it works. Let's put in maybe some platforms. Tall platform, double tall platform. Double here. Yep. And we'll just build out slightly. So that if we need a second solar setup, we can do that. There we go. That's doing well. How are they doing over here? Oh, look, they've already got that in. And with how hot it's been and they call it spring, I worry about the summer temps. You know, where I'm at, it has not been terribly hot. It has just been constant wind. There's been a lot of rain, but more noticeable is the sheer amount of wind that has just came up. Let's get that prepped and ready to go. That's going to be a 2. That's going to be a 2. A 2. And a 1. There we go. 70 to 80s in the south, so humidity. We get a lot of humidity here usually, but it doesn't usually hit us real bad until July and August. Let's take this around the side here so they can get down here. And then you know what? Just in case they can't get up here, get those out of there. There we go. We're back low on dynamite again. I think I turned this off at dynamite. Did we turn it on to tar? Yeah. Well, let's get you nitro. And then one of you can go back to dynamite. There we go. How's the water doing? Meh. Not great, not terrible. We'll have to keep an eye on it. I would not be upset if I started bringing in more, that's for sure. Speaking of which, why don't I? Suspension bridge. Underwater suspension bridge. Because they can't swim across there for some reason. Beavers don't swim at different heights, it looks like. There we go. We're pulling in a little bit of water. Keep an eye on this water, and we'll see if it's still going down. You know what? I have plenty of panels. I probably don't need this set for... Oh. What in the world was I making this glassware for? What am I waiting on? Quartz? Did my quartz mine dry up? No. We're still working on coal here. Mountain salt. Let's pull in some extra quartz, because it looks like we're out. 6,000 science. That's pretty good. What's our power? Our power is... not bad, not great. I suppose I could put more wheels in and generate probably a decent amount more. I don't know how they'll get down here, but you know what? That's okay. We'll figure it out. Plus, we need more dirt anyway, and this is not probably pulling in... Nope, we're full on coal. Are we full on coal? No. They're just not picking it up. Gotta pause it so they'll come and get all this coal and take it to other locations. Same thing with the iron. Is iron full? Iron is full. So we probably don't need you anymore. You know what? We're just gonna leave you on... You know what? No, let's get some more of these. That takes a bunch of iron, so... That'll hopefully use up some of the iron. This can be turned back on. Hopefully that can be turned back on. This, we don't need this anymore. You know what? This is terrible conversion rate. 1 an hour for 10 workers, but they're not doing anything. We might end up just turning this off. They're getting some quartz, though. They can live with that. Nope. 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 There we go. That can go. This can go. This can go. We're all looking good there. Test something. Make sure my test is... My chat is loaded properly on there. Oh, yep, it is. Wonderful. Do I want another tree thing? No. Do they still have the posts above these that let you build on top of them? I don't see them anymore. So maybe they don't do the vertical stacks anymore? Giant log bridge? No. It's neat, but not very useful. There's all the different districts, which we're not going to be using this time. Ah, mega platform. There it is. But I believe we'll just extend this out a bit. There we go. We'll put the road on this one for now. And that can stay there for now. Looking good. This should be chestnuts going out. How's the beer? Okay, you've got wine. Although I don't know that I ever have enough grapes for all of that. Let's see. So, we've got plenty of rice in there. They're working on making beer. Kimchi. You know what? Let's double our kimchi. For now, we'll do double kimchi. I thought I turned these off. You are still working on the strong alcohol. How are you guys doing? I think everybody's pretty much just missing dirt. Dirt. This one doesn't need dirt, so we've got plenty of extra bramble flowers finally. Sawdust. Oh, there's nobody working here. Okay, well, that's all right. They'll grab some people eventually. I'm going to turn this off since it's not a very good deal for water. We'll take those 10 workers back. We're still cutting logs, so hopefully we get some extra. Oh, look at that. They've got some dirt there. That's why they've got so much luck there. We'll put... How about a bridge? I really only need a 2 from here, don't I? There we go. We'll do a 2 there. And a 2 there. We'll get another wheel in here. All right. Looking good so far. They're starting to get more dirt back in from these, but there's not a way to produce just have like a drill for just dirt. I don't know where you would produce it otherwise, but never know. There we go. That's all cleared out. Now let's use some more of that dynamite. We don't have a ton left, but hopefully that gives us a little bit more area in there. So from here, I'm going to need to plug it in 1, 2, 3 here, 1, 2, 3 here, and then probably go over to that, which is fine. We'll figure that out. Are those all full? Giant logs, giant half logs. Okay. Okay, I'm okay with this. A ton of sawdust, so I'm not too worried about that. What else do we have? We have planks. We look like we could use some metal fasteners, which is easy enough for this guy to just take care of real quick. Plus, that'll take care of some of our scrap metal. What do you need? Coal? What are you doing on coal? Are you not bringing in the coal? You have 300 coal. It just literally needs to go down the street. Somebody take the coal over there. Rocks? We got some rocks. How's the water? It's still going up for the most part. I'll be okay with it. when we lose the 4 automatic pumps, though, that might be a bit rough here the next time a drought or a bad tide comes through. What's this doing? Yeah, it's staying. Crude saw blades. Looking good. How did our overpass over here work out? Not bad. Oh, they got those out of there. Awesome. Let's go ahead. We'll do that. And let's take a look at some of the upgrades here. I think that's under science, maybe? Nope. Advanced building. So, supplementary science exploration team. I think these go right, like, here on them, maybe? I thought they plugged into the sides here. Yeah, they do plug into the sides here. Question is, getting them to plug in seems to be a bit of a pain. Well, let's start with them over here. Come here. Maybe it goes this way. Ah, it goes that way. It helps if I face them the right direction, doesn't it? Let's see. I should be able to build this. Do they need power? They don't need power. Okay. So let's start with that. This one is going to need the relics. So we might have to come around here. What is in here? Oh, balloons. Tell you what. Let's move the balloons. Are you balloons? No, you're exotic seeds. Let's move you down to here. And we'll set you for balloons. Balloons. And obtain. And X you out. And then we'll just make a path around there. Is my methane tank full? No. He needs to empty his methane into the tank over here. Interesting. We'll put in another methane tank just in case. One there. That'll do. Methane. Methane. There we go. They'll get to that. What do I need this? What do I need this to be powered for? Wait, does this... Oh, this brings in extra. Oh, well, I'll set one for relics and set one for exploration. It's not the end of the world. We are going to need cereal bars, though. How's my cereal bar production? Who's making cereal bars over here? Not you. Nope. 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 Nobody seems to be making cereal bars. That could be a problem. Hello. That was quite a bit of lag. Can you make cereal bars? You can't even make cereal bars. So, and you're not making... You're out of sunflower oil. Of course you are. What about soup? Do you need sunflower oil for vegetable soup? No. Let's get that made. We'll make some soup. Who wants some soup? Fried rice. Deluxe stew. Can you make deluxe stew? Actually, you can. Probably better than most of the other stuff. We'll make deluxe stew. That being said, we need somewhere to make cereal bars. If I... You know what? I can just put another one or so on top of here. We'll get 2 specifically for cereal bars. Cereal bars. Cereal bars. Do you guys make cereal bars? You guys... Oh, you're supposed to be making cereal bars. You're just not very good at it. They make 22 an hour. What do you guys make? It doesn't say. Let's find out. This is a cooking house. Food. Cooking tent. Cooking house. Makes 22 every 1 hour. So what's the difference? Okay. Well, I honestly don't know. So I guess I don't need those. Okay. Sure, whatever. Water's back up to 6.8, which is not terrible. We'll live with what we get. Are we still getting dirt? We have coal. Coal is definitely being used. Iron ore is unfortunately full again. But none of my places are. So we're going to have to pause it, have them empty it, and then come back. What are these? Oh, that's a bunch of clay. Hey, this is done. We can move this road back 1. Maybe, if it wants to cooperate. I make new promises there. There we go. Large water wheel. Maybe I could switch some of these out with a large water wheel? What's a large water wheel look like? I might actually just hang those off the side. And let's take these out. We'll see what happens. There we go. Do I have the large water wheel plans? Power. Plans? Plans? No, I don't. We can go get some plans. Who makes a large water wheel? Large water wheel plans. There we go. Ooh, 12 days. What are you guys making? Comic books? You have paper, but no pencil sets. Anybody who's making pencil sets? Does the factory make pencil sets? Nope. Could have swore. I know these guys make them. But I could have swore there's somebody else that made more efficiently. Oh, okay. Speaking of which, am I back full on these again? No. I don't know what these guys do all day. It feels like sometimes they just kind of wander around. I'm low on scrap again? Didn't I turn you into scrap? Oh, here. Okay. You can make scrap again. That'll go through the iron ore real quick. Was this a 9-day? Okay, well, that's a long one, but we'll make it somehow. How's our kimchi doing? Are we somewhat catching up on that? No. We have two of the best places making kimchi constantly, and we still can't keep up with the demand for kimchi. Look, wait, there's a whole bucket of it here. Why? Oh, there it is. Okay, well. What are you working on? You're working on that deluxe stew, which is great. Deluxe stew. And it helps with injuries, burns, diseases, and contamination. Nice. Maybe that'll help there. How are we doing back here? What does this need? No reason not to open it up, so let's open it up. Oh, power. That's why it needs... Does it need power? It needs some kind of power, but it only needs 50. You know, somebody mentioned that we could just do an engine. And that's 1,000. And all we need is just some extra methane, which at this point wouldn't be bad. Does this have a methane attachment? It has to have a methane attachment because it's got a gas extractor, right? Nuclear waste, gas extractor. Those are 150 each. Well, you know what? Let's do the solar. I know it's only 400, but that should be plenty for what we need. And if we need a second one, we'll worry about it then. I'm going to have to put it here, aren't I? Maybe. Figure out how to do this. I could put them on the back. Do this and just sacrifice the one area. So we're going to have... Let's take a quick look at the advanced buildings again. We need the nuclear waste mining expedition. We need the gas extractor. Don't care about that one. Don't care about that one. That one doesn't require power. We don't need any 10,000 of these. So we just need two more spots. So 1, 2. That should be fine. We'll just put the power right up to the back of it. Connector right in there. And then here, we'll just go. Get a ladder in here. Right back by here. We'll connect that in. We'll work with what we got. There's no power right here, so we're going to pause those, send those 10 back to do other things. You know what? Our science is fine for the moment. Let's just pause this. And take back those 10 extra beavers. Maybe we can get stuff moved around the colony a little bit better. Yeah, our water's still dropping during the bad tide. I don't like that. So, I hate to make more beaver places, but you know what you gotta do, what you gotta do. We'll let the automated pumps just top us off, basically. Come on, get on there. Get on there. There we go. Let's say that is slightly more important. There we go. This... Still got plenty of methane in there. How's our methane tank doing? 2020. Okay. That's fine. I want to find a builder, because I honestly don't know what they're building. You know what? I just saw this. They don't need that. These can stay. Check. You can go. You can go. This, they don't actually need access to up here for anything. Just to build stuff, so we'll leave that. This isn't needed. Okay, well, that's good to know. Why did I remove this? I had to have some plan for that, but I don't remember what it was. I think I had some plan for over here, too, but I don't remember what that was either. Do-do-do-do. Are you still making scrap metal? Yeah, you sure are. You said prioritize. Yep. Awesome. Oh, and here I thought I had enough. Count your elevation, Eld. That always helps. That's okay. We can do this. 2, 3. I could actually put in the next one if I wanted to. What does a drill take? Industrial buildings. Maybe it's under... Yep. I'm always out of coal, so we're definitely getting another coal. Do I have the plans for it? Large water wheel. Oh, I have a large water wheel. Did 12 days already pass? Did I miss something? Nope. You go back to gears. Let's go. Large water wheel. Large water wheel. We'll get a couple of those made up. And then... Sky exploration. What are we sending out? You're the Sky Explorer. Go find us some stuff, would you? Get me more sky exploration. That's what we need. What about this? They haven't even started building that. In fact, what are my builders building? Are they down here working on this? These dirt piles? Is that what they're working on? I really wish I knew. All right. I think we're going to have to find a builder and follow him around for just a bit. There's Shingus. The dingus. He is just starting his day. Oh. He fell asleep underwater. Yeah. Way to go, Shingus. No, he's dead. Even better. Thanks, Shingus, for your service. Dingus. Let's see what Googie Bomb here has. Carries 2 dirt. They must be working on this here. Yep. Okay. We're going to... Ah, that's why. We're going to say this is all a lot less important. Are we getting some stew in? We are finally getting some stew in. That's nice. So it does kind of look like we're not really needing this, any of these anymore. Is it the perfect solution? No. But I think it's a better way to do things. So we're just going to start taking this out. reclaiming all the barrel land. There we go. Maybe someday they'll get around to cleaning it all up. Look at all this land we're reclaiming, though, from just barrels. Barrels and barrels. And all the barrels over here. Oh, nope. Couple more up here. Don't need any of these anymore, right? There we go. Looking good. Looks like we're getting low on drill bits. So, you can switch to drill bits and get us use that scrap metal that we should be pretty much full on. How many of these do you have? You have all the saw blades you could handle. Just making scrap metal now. What are you making? Oh, just regular saw blades. Okay. Did you get your fasteners made? Tools, metal fasteners? Nah, not quite, but they're working on it. We shouldn't need trees for a while. Alright. Now that they shouldn't be working on this anymore, let's find some... Well, we'll find somebody during the next day, and we'll see what they're working on. Ah, good old tea. There we go. Yeah, they're not working on any of those. Good. That's what we wanted. Ooh, we're down to 3.5k water. I don't like that. Hope I don't have to make another line of these to try and save the colony. I suppose... place over here that I could put one? I don't see a great place to put just about anything here. What level are those? Maybe I could put some here. Maybe. I think I need plans for those, though. Do I have plans? Drill. Large water wheel. Oh, they made a couple of large water wheels. Okay, that's fine. Oversized water pump. Is that what you are? Mechanized oversized water pump. It's an oversized water pump. Oh, that's the one with the really deep things that I was going to use over here, but not much of a point when you could just build them underwater. I need mechanized. Mechanized. Balloon trader. Maybe I don't have any mechanized water pump blueprints. Back over to you. Mechanized. Nope. Mechanical. You're making scaffoldings, but we need you to make a couple of these. And we need you to get it done. Can't believe I didn't save an extra mechanical drill. Mechanical drill. Large fancy blueprints. Fancy balloon trader. Nope. What about you? Nope, I don't see anything about the water. We're going to have to make some of those. That's all right. We'll get them made. You know what? We'll call it a day a little bit early. Maybe they can go and get recharged, and the next day they come back. We'll see if they do a little bit better. Our water is super low. I don't like that at all. Yeah, next time through, we'll try putting some on the shelf here and see if that helps. In fact, where's the... Is the thing in the middle there? Yeah, it is. That and that. We build platforms. We'll have to build ladder. Ladder. Power. Oops, not the upward. We want... There we go. We want that. And we want... three-way there. Connect them together. Upward. Vertical over the road. And then we'll have to figure out how to connect them in. Probably here. Let's do... Well, when they get there, we'll connect it in there. Platforms. There we go. Down the road. Then there. We might have to change the direction of that path, but we'll figure that out when we get there. We need 20 hours. We missed a whole day's worth. Everybody do 20 hours. We've got 18 water left. Crud. In fact, let's go 22 hours for just a bit. They took a whole extra day off, so they kind of deserve what they get. Sounds terrible, but that's the way it works sometimes. You're gonna survive, you gotta work extra hours sometimes. Sad but true. Okay. We'll do that. All right, we got to keep an eye on the water. It's okay. It's gone back up to 1,000. That's good. Can we get it to the full 12,000? And then you guys get to stop taking that many days, I guess, or taking that many hours. I'm going to turn these back on. I don't know that we need the scrap, but I want the dirt, and to get dirt, we have to use coal and... Well, we have 200 dirt. Are you still making drill? Yeah, you're making drill bits. What are you making? These, still. Little blocks. I'll tell you what, let's just right outside here. Storage. Piles. Medium pile. We'll get you some extra space for them. Blocks. Going out. High priority. Get that done. There we go. Alright, we're back up to 2.2k of water. We're going to stay at just this amount. Hey, look at this. Alright, we can turn this on. Are there people in here? There are people in here, and they're bringing in human relics. And we finally have them, hopefully, getting some ruins exploration. It looks like they need water, and they need pencil sets. That I could have swore there was somebody that made pencil sets, but that's okay. Pencil sets. Are you... Your balloons. Well, we're going to pencils. We need pencils. Thought I had somebody that made pencils, but I guess not. You're making scaffoldings pretty much full time. I got cabbages. So all I'm really worried about now is pretty much water. Colony feels like it's running a little bit better without all these barrels in it. All these barrels causing problems. How are you guys doing? I would like to see all of this get done before these get done. And even if it's just a little bit extra, that's fine. How's my kimchi? Kimchi is actually making a comeback. All right. I have deluxe stew, or extra deluxe stew. That's awesome. What is this? Cabbages. Rice. Bramble flowers. Okay, well. So, hopefully, we get some ruins exploration here. Oh. Those beavers just keep heading down. They never come back up. What else? Okay, so we've got this. We need district center, balloon, trading balloons. Nope, we need advanced. That's what it is. Hello. How's it going? We're just grabbing our stuff for the water beaver colony today. Yes, we need that. No workers at... Oh, they don't work during the night. That's fine. Pain. Water beavers can be. But we're coming up on the end of them, hopefully. Our aim for this playthrough is the airship. Water's coming back. We're starting to make more drinks, which is what I wanted to see. We're looking pretty good all around. Human relics. Oh, I have human relics. Wait, I could switch this over, couldn't I? I'm gonna get the nuke site here in a minute. What do I need for the pilot's license? Just human relics. Oh, we're getting the pilot license. Only setting up servers and thinking about what I'm doing at 3 in the morning. You know what? I often have that kind of conversation with myself. Why am I awake at 3 in the morning? And specifically, why am I awake doing this? Yep. Been there, done that, friend. Hey, this is starting to work. We've got clay. We don't have much dirt, though. Sad. There's clay again. All of them that don't need dirt are doing okay. What are you setting up servers for? Or just servers in general? There we go. Community project. Oh, that's always good. Always nice to be able to pull in some community project stuff. Help out. I'm out of drill bits. Are these guys out of drill bits? No, they've still got some. Good. Blocks. Must not be using a lot of metal blocks at the moment, because not going on there. You know what? I had to take out several of the fun boards. I don't know how to say that. Piantku? I don't know. If anybody knows, let me know. But we're going to put in a whole bunch of those boards real quick. What are these? Water. Of course, water. We're reviving game and moving to a never version of that dead game. He can have a Discord server with 10,000 people. And, oh, wow. Must be a good dead game. You're not bringing back Wildstar, are you? What? No, there should be somebody in here. And here. And here. No. Okay. That's fair. Figured I'd ask. You never know. It's lofty goals. Oversized water pump. Large water wheel. Okay, you're done with that. Oversized water. Oversized water pump. World War II shooter with RTS. Search for Heroes and Generals. I think I've actually heard of that. Heroes and Generals. Yeah. Was that on the original Xbox too? Maybe it was 360 as well. Closed down on 20. Okay, well. Maybe it's a little newer. I do remember seeing that, though. I don't remember where I saw it from. I don't know if I saw it on Steam at one time or if I saw it in stores somewhere. But I do remember that one. Intended to be on PS. Ah, okay. Epic Store. How's my water doing? Kind of meh. Steam. I do think I remember that, though. Ruins exploration. Have you got any ruins exploration yet? No? Oh, that's because there's nobody in here. That makes sense. What about over here? Nobody there? Must have had a death wave or something. Yeah, it does sound real familiar. Oh, I always liked RTS. Liked Command and Conquer quite a bit. What is supposed to be in here? Coal? Why don't you pull in some coal? That's iron. How do I get out of iron again? You can't tell me these two are jammed up. They're jammed up with dirt. We need dirt. Alright. Well, that sounds fun. Oh, good. They've built our drill bits again. That game lived for quite a while, like the first version was coming out in 2012. More players than Battlefield 2042. I don't remember 2042 as much as... Again, I think it was one of those games that I saw, but never played. Yeah, these will be underwater for part of the year, but that's okay. At least they'll be a little bit better. Okay, so now I have to go. Power. Upward power. I need downward. There we go. Downward. Crossed and turn. And can I'm gonna have to go down here, aren't I? You're gonna have to go out of there. That's gonna have to come in here. Go, that comes out of there. You can go there. I have to quickly switch. Power. This way. By priority. Upward. There we go. And a downward. It does sound like a bunch of fun. So, tell me, is it, since it's part RTS, part first person, is there like one person that does the RTS stuff? I find it funny, like have a similar channel for a different topic and notice that long videos trying edited or summarized aren't really watched. No, it's a combination. So everybody plays both the RTS and the first person part of it. I always wanted a game where basically there's one person that commands, like in an RTS, and then the rest of the people are all FPS. On the channel for a different topic and notice that long videos, which aren't edited or summarized, aren't really watched. That's true. The editing does help. There are some people, though, that like to see the unedited versions, which, you know, that's fine, too. Okay, how we doing there? What do you mean you're out of drill bits? There's drill bits right here. Literally next door. Not drilling at the moment. You don't say. Somebody bring them a drill bit. There we go. More drill bits. That's what we wanted to see. Are you still making... You're trying to make scrap metal. You got iron. You got everything you need. Oh, scrap metal. Scrap metal's back down. You can move your infantry on a war map and play in the fight, so you're using your resources tanks, planes, paratroopers, and fight the battles out in first person against others. 18 versus 18. Wow. That's pretty good for an older game. What do you mean you have no power? You're literally... Oh. There's nobody... Somebody sit in... I don't know why a solar panel has to have somebody sitting in it, but whatever. I guess that's their way of making sure it only works during the day. How are we doing on pilot's license? Tools, sky exploration. We need 300 sky exploration. Okay. How's my buddy doing on the sky exploration? Pencil sets. We need more pencil sets. What are we lacking on pencil sets? You're working on pencils. Coal. 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 And your dynamite, so. You're making coal. Are you making coal? No, you're making quartz. I don't need quartz. Make coal. You make coal as well. We'll spend 10 beavers for that, although they're super low on beavers. What faction of beavers is this? Never played. This is the Whitepaws, also known as the Waterbeavers. They were kind of the first modded faction before the Ember Pelts. I would say they are a bit more challenging than the normal factions. They have kind of a different build order. Things work just a little bit differently for them, but they have a lot of neat tech. So if you're trying a challenge, you might try them. So far, I think they only work on 6. I don't think they've been upgraded for 7 yet. The thing why it died was because the developers didn't really listen to the community. The engine they used is spaghetti code. Tinmark developer cost is quite high. Well. Are they compatible with 6 and... No, I think only 6 at the moment. And the developer for it has been away. I think they've been on their honeymoon or something. So I'm sure they'll return eventually, though. Yeah, those developer costs will get you. They sneak up on you, really. Who knew this was going to cost quite this much? What do we got? We got dirt. We got incoming dirt and coal. Excellent. These guys, how are they doing pencil-wise? They need way more pencils. So there's nobody in here. You know what? I'm going to pull people in here because I want this stuff. I don't really need this at the moment. Human relics, maybe at some point I'll need, but I don't need them quite yet. I do want the nuclear waste, though. So if you need some insane people, don't have no life to reverse engineer and engineer no other game. This is, yeah. Well, spaghetti code is the natural enemy, I think, to reverse engineering. Because you get a bunch of code that's like, it's commented out and says, do not remove this comment, game does not work without it. But there's no logical reason why it doesn't work without it, since it's a comment. Yeah. Do they have special bots? They do have special bots. Their bots are only haulers. But the special thing about this faction is a lot of their buildings can work without workers. They just have to have haulers bring them things. And the other thing that's really cool about their bots, well, they got a couple of cool things. 2, they're huge. They carry ridiculous amounts of weight when they actually pick up the right stuff. They move very quickly, and they're nuclear powered, so they don't have to like stop and charge or get fuel. Once you build one, it just goes forever, pretty much. So they've got some really cool bots. You do have to develop them, though, at the university that you have to build for them. But I'm in the university now, and I'm hoping that I get the pilot's license. True Motor, the devs didn't know that Steam stores all the versions, so some of them had the server code in it, so we still had to work quite a lot in really specific setup. Oh. Well, that's cool that at least the code is out there for you to pick up. Pencil sets. There's got to be a better way to make pencils. I could have swore something let me make pencils a lot faster. But maybe not. Power science. There's the bot assembler. So you're going to be a pilot? No. I'm much too old for that now. But I've worked many jobs. Right now I'm in the tech industry. But I have worked software before, so always an interesting job. My phone is giving me a warning all of a sudden. But no, I absolutely just love the concept of airships in general. So when they said in this mod that they've added airships, I knew I had to play it. I've got a couple of other games as well that I play mostly just because they have airships. Things like I just played, or I've been playing off and on, Forever Skies, which is Subnautica in an airship. Which was really good. But I'm always looking for more games with airships. I just really like airships. I don't know why. Everybody kind of has that like fictional ideal vehicle. And mine is definitely the airship. Some people like, DeLoreans. Some people like flying horses. I like airships. What are we doing here? If we can get caught up on some of our resources, which I really just wish you could switch what the drills did. If we took another, that's an iron. Set it up right there. So in aviation, construction, general office jobs, semiconductor, shopkeeping, or law enforcement, or what? Mostly in the medical field. I've done a lot of jobs in technology for the medical field, so that's usually where I stay. But I've done all sorts of medical. I've done various things like, I guess you could say, everything from internal medicine to x-rays to dentistry. Product designing or material. I guess you could say material. I don't really design them. Not big on that. this? It's fine. How's my deluxe stew doing? Did we ever get caught up on that? No, not really. I could definitely build a second one of these. Get some more deluxe stew. Although, I think half the problem is that stuff's just not getting brought here. How's my water? Water's going back up. Things are looking good. Self-worked a bit. Surface coatings for a bit. One of the projects about coatings for Titan joints. That's pretty neat. Clear planting area. You that likes flying things. I work for a company. We developed the first tourist plane with 4 seats, electric propellers. Has a 2-hour range. Well, that's neat. Does it like have solar on it itself, or do you like charge it and then take the battery? Also, what kind of battery does it have that has a 2-hour range for a plane? That's pretty good. Did I forget to take this out? Yeah, I did. So they come up here to the ladder. They just pass the ladder and go back up and around. You know, let's take that out temporarily and we'll just fix it with the ladder. Batteries and solar cells on the wings. That's pretty cool. Speaking of planes, has anybody seen the new, that new plane building game that they have out? What is it, like Ava Assembly or something like that? Which just lets you make ridiculous planes. Autonomy of 2 hours, 1,000 kilometers. That's pretty good, actually. That's really good, actually. On a battery. What are we doing for this? Methane's starting to build back up. Are you getting the stuff that you need? No. Are you guys still making pencils over here? No, you're dynamite still. So we make 15 pencils a day. That's it. To go to sleep, otherwise I will be even more destroyed today. Have a good day, night. You do the same. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, they actually getting that in there? Yeah, sort of. Oh, they're closing those up. Okay, sure, whatever. We'll let those close up. No, I've seen a couple of people playing the Avi Assembly, I think it's called, and it looks cool because you just get to build these wild planes. Some of them even actually can be battery powered. I don't know if they can be solar powered. I wanted to get it just to build an airship, but I haven't picked it up yet. I think it's like $10, but at the moment, $10 is $10. Let's see. How are we doing? How's our fluid doing? Not bad. There's nobody in here. Am I out of frozen human meat? Yeah, I'm just waiting on them to get back with more human meat to feed the giant bugs. However, just if, they can get done with the pilot's license, maybe once they fill up the pencils over here, since we're getting about 30 a day, I should be, approximately. Maybe I should build more of these and get them to make more. making? You're still making nitro. Saltpeter. Am I out of saltpeter? That's mountain salt. I am out of saltpeter. Well, that's a surprise. What are you trying to pull in? Coal still. Man, I am low on beavers. Let's go. Let's try 16 for a while. Now that we have a little bit of stuff on it. You're pulling in coal. You're pulling in coal. Maybe this will give them time to make some more beavers, I guess you could say. We're going to turn off all these, though, so that we don't have people burning themselves on the pits here. What do I need for the drills? Another coal drill. Do I have... Is that... Nope. Nope. I need some fancy drill blueprints. Okay. This. Fancy... Drill blueprints. There we go. Fancy drill blueprints. There we go. We'll make some more here. 7-day drought. Not as bad as the last one. We'll be okay. Hopefully these kick in and help out with the... yeah. Always. Every time. Blink in and out for just a second while they're... The water is just the wrong height. Maybe these will go... After a couple of days, they'll be able to pick up some water, maybe. How we doing battery-wise? It's alright. It's alright. Not great, but it's alright. We have coal. Sawdust. How is our mine doing? What do you mean it has no power? Where's Zoljin? He's taking a bath. Come on, Zoljin. You've been taking a bath all day while you should have been at work. You're going to sit up there for like half a second and then go home. If I could fire beavers. It's alright. We'll see if the 16-hour gets us maybe some more beavers back. Okay. We've got a couple. Pilot's license. We're almost done with the pencil sets. At least here. Then they can put them back in here and get the sky exploration, which... Holy cow, they takes a ton of time to get them that. I don't want to take... You know what? We might just have to take these out. And just wait until we have... How do I store sky exploration? I don't know if I can. Where do you store sky exploration? You used to be able to store it in the library, but I don't think you can do that anymore. Let's see. Nope. Can't store it there. Science. That's the library. Nope, can't store it there anymore. Hauling. Architect's Lodge. Scroll display. That doesn't help. That's one sky exploration. Gas tank, underground cold storage, tanks. You're welcome. Nope. Nope. Gargantuan. Nope. Which are neat, but not using that. Aqueduct bridge segment. Nope. Nope. There is no way to store that. So you just kind of have to keep them there until they get enough sky exploration. Which hopefully when they get the pencils, they'll come over here. But you know what? We might as well build some more places that they can build or make pencils at. This. I choose this. Is my pipette tool not? Okay. We're not going to ask why it's not working. We're just going to grab one here. Forester, Distillery, Builder's Lodge, Harvesters. Barn, Logging Loft, Artist Lodge, Handicrafter's Lodge. Here we go. Oh. They don't make those anymore. I guess these are slightly different. Handicrafter's Lodge. Well, that's interesting. Wonder why that changed. Doesn't seem that useful. Okay, well, we'll do this. That. This and that. And we'll build a bit of a pathway around here. And we want them all to be vampire stakes, aka pencils. Well, maybe if it'll let me choose it. Pencils. Pencils. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I don't understand what the addition is there for, but whatever. We'll say that's slightly more important so that we make sure that we're making pencils. That should take us up just a bit if we have enough coal for it. Man, that one does not like to be selected. All the way down we go. Till it goes... Nope, that's up. Down there. Come on. Go down. This one. Pencils. You. There. Yes. Prioritize all of these. We should be pulling in a ton of coal. How many of these did I have on coal? That one's on coal. We're actually starting to catch up on coal. You have full coal, but nobody ever comes to empty you out. You have full iron, so let's pause both of those. Tell you what, while those are paused, I hate to take out the battery support, but let's get another coal one in here. We'll say that. Super important. There we go. Looking good. Deluxe stew. How's the old deluxe stew holding out? If I... No. What do you need? Mushrooms? What's wrong with the mushroom grower? You need dirt? You should be mushrooms. You do need dirt, but... Oh, you need sawdust, too. I have plenty of sawdust. Why are you not getting sawdust? All these have... Yeah, I'm just out of mushrooms. That's because this is not getting sawdust. You know what? We'll pause it. Unpause it. We'll see if they bring some stuff after that. Seems to be a common thing. What do we need for this? Okay, I've got most of it in there. What's our screw press axles looking like? Decent. Oh, look at this. We've got nuclear waste. Advanced buildings. There's our centrifuge. We're going to need that. That's for sure. Can I fit you in here? You bet I can. Where's the connection point on this thing? Oh, right there. That's actually pretty easy. What do I need for that? I should have all of that. Power, 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 power. Need a three-way connector. Make that super high priority. Then they can get this in there, but it looks like the only way in is from the top, which... Alright, well, I'll just build a big ladder up the front. Kinda ruins the design of it, I guess, but you know what? We'll live with it. Is that how you get in there? That's what it looks like. Alright, guys. You know what? You've got a good amount of nuclear waste. Let's go ahead and pause you. Human relics. What does that take? Glowing fluid and... What are you doing? You're doing exploration still, which is good. I'm out of cereal bars. I don't know why cereal bars are required for exploration, but, you know, whatever. These guys are just not getting anything in. They should have most of this stuff. Okay, well, we might end up getting bots after all. What do the bots take to build? I think that's an advanced building. Okay, sky exploration. Okay. Who else is... Who's taking all the pencils? Are you guys taking all the pencils? Yes. Stop. Pencils can go somewhere else for a while. Get them over to... Or you take pencils. But you have no cereal bars. But do I need more ruins exploration? What is this? If we do this, you have the gas extractor. Okay, so I need 40 exploration there. Do I need anything else? No. I mean, that wouldn't be bad. But let's see what else we got. No, that's kind of junk. Don't need any of this. How's the progress to the blimp? We're getting ever closer. We've got our elevator in, and we're pulling in more stuff. I can put... I'm almost to get the gas extractor that we need for the special gas for it. And we might do 2 of those so that I can get rid of Can I not put that next to there? Can't seem to put that next to there. Maybe those are... I don't know. That's okay. If we need to, I'll blow up part of this mountain and they can find their way through there. Or I could take these 3 out and build a ladder down. That's possible too. But so far, we're getting there. I don't know why we're having so much problem with 0 bars. Let's pause them and unpause them. There we go. How you doing, Kudzen? How's the car holding up? Now this is all turned off. Wonderful. Oh, look at that. Power's back in. Prioritize, even though it doesn't seem to do any good. If you're extracting gas, you could power it with a gas engine. That's true. I definitely could. Which is what I originally thought. But most of this stuff only takes like 100, 150. This one takes 150. So, I mean, we could pull the gas right out of there, but this provides 400. And theoretically, it should work. However, I might take it down anyway and just get 2 more and then put up the gas extractor. We'll see. All right, tired. Just did 300 kilometers or so of driving yesterday to a waterfall, fancy building, mountain, and a pizza place by a lake. Oh, nice. Was the pizza place behind the waterfall? Waterfalls now always make me want to check and see what's behind them. That would be a heck of a place. Needs a beaver working, whereas the engine is a passive building. True. We might switch that out. We'll get maybe the gas extractor here once they have the ruins exploration for it. Although, how much gas do I have? I have plenty of gas. And then I could get rid of all these stupid barrels. Tired of those barrels anyway. What do I need for a gas extract or gas engine? Well, it's not bad. Do I have tar? I have tar. Scrap. We'll get some. Engine. This was on the edge of another lake, 70 kilometers from the waterfall. Oh. Well, I feel like waterfalls nowadays should just basically have something behind them that's interesting. There we go. If I do this, well, if it puts it down and not just decides not to do it, and then just connect this in regularly, then I get a second gas thing over here. Or not. Do those maybe not connect anymore? Because this... Maybe there's something that goes on the back there. Specifically on the back. I don't remember. Nope. Deep pile storage. Nope. We'll still power it this way. Like I said, if nothing else, we'll just build a ladder from here. In fact, we might just do that now, just in case. There we go. Let's make that a high priority so that we can get back to getting that. How's my balloon? Still no pencil sets. Where are all the pencil sets going? Pencil sets. They've got to be done with their pencil sets, but they are. Where are they going? I got 271 pencils. Why are none of them making it over there? Crazy thing. All right. Take the balloon. We'll pause it. We'll give it a few, and then they can come back. We got 3 drills here. Coal. They keep getting jammed up. Do I really want to start over? Base of every waterfall, the plunge pool needs a subterranean water tunnel that leads to a mystic pizza place. Hey, I'm for it. Is this a thing from the homeland of the Hill tribe? I wish my homeland was that nice. We're lucky to just have a pizza place. Let's get that built. That is waiting on ruins exploration, which is now waiting on this, so they'll have to get those in there. Okay, so let's unpause this. And once, you know what? Make sure nobody's in any of these. Oh, I want to go check. Well, they got the ladders in. How's this going? Giant log, tar, fasteners, gears, planks, glass paint. Is that all the glass I had? Okay, not a problem. We'll make some glass real quick. Takes 3 hours and some quartz. I should have some quartz hanging around. Yep. And then we can make the good nuclear stuff. Almost. 200 paper. Still no pencil sets. What the heck? Kind of wondering if it's like, no, you must have robots first. Absolutely must have robots first. There's no cereal bars in here. I am disappointed. This just needs water. Somebody bring them water. Nah, they just went and took everything out of it. That's all right. Do I want to switch over to PhD in robotics? Before I do that, I should see if I can even build this. Yeah, I got the stuff for it. And it needs 1,000 horsepower, but that's easy enough with an engine, right? Oh, okay. Let's do the robotics. Boy, do I need some human relics and stuff there. Robot parts? I think I have robot parts. I was working on them for ages. Robot parts. Robot. Robot 25. Okay, well. Looks like I need to kick this back on. There's the pencil sets. I finally find the pencil sets just when I finally decide some other way to go. That's all right. We'll get the pencils all filled up, and then they won't have any option but to bring them over, right? Maybe we should do a large warehouse full of pencils. Pencils, pencils, vampire steaks, where are you? Pencils, going out. Very important. Done. Let's fill that thing up. And that means I don't need these anymore. Pause, pause. In the Beaver universe, do horses exist, or is it human power? Or hinch beaver power? You know, that question has been asked many, many times. And I don't know that anybody's actually ever answered it. So, horses had to exist at one time. Now, whether they still do exist, that I don't know. That's still explosives. That can go. I mean, this is after a human civilization, so horses should have existed at one time. How's my water? 4.3. All right, well, back up to 20 you go. I want to keep the water flowing. We're low on nenuphars and mushrooms. Are you mushrooms? Yeah, you're still not getting your sawdust, so I don't know why. What is this? There's bramble flowers. All right, same thing. Pause you. Unpause you. Robotics. I'm half there on the paper. Robot parts I'm getting there. Runes exploration is going to take a while. Is this in? That is in. Maybe we answered an April Fool's update my chemistry when they replaced the beavers with horses that are distinctly different in appearance from My Little Pony. Well, I mean, for legal reasons, I'm sure they are. Let's get this gas extractor in. How are you guys doing? You are still waiting on these stupid cereal bars. You know what? Do you need cereal bars for exploration? No, but you really should be turned back on so that we can get people in there. And this, we have plenty of nuclear waste at the moment, so we'll let it go. Yeah, it just feels like things aren't getting moved around to the colony enough. Aha! Look at that. We've got nuclear fuel. What's this? Pollution resistance, 5 water. Heck yeah. You know what? Let's just get workers in there to actually get that going. What are you guys working on? So, we should have everything except cereal bars. What is with the cereal bars? They don't want to make them. Sunflower seeds. Am I out of sunflower seeds? What do you have? You're out of everything. More haulers? Hauler bots? I have this entire area that's haulers. Hauler bots are kind of what we're working on. Have haulers over here. I have haulers everywhere. Not to mention that I'm down 76 beavers. Still have 11 unoccupied beds. So, I don't know how I have so many of these and still have beavers that need a job. So the bots might be the answer that we're needing. Speaking of which, how's the pencil sets going? We almost have a half a thing full of them. The factory really does good job. What about my paper? There's my paper. Okay. Am I out of sawdust? No, I have plenty of sawdust. It's just not going anywhere. Tell you what do I need to just... I know I'll be waiting on the pilot's license for the longest time. But maybe I can just build what I need to there. How are you doing? You're still doing fine on that. You paused? You're paused, because I don't need the nuclear stuff at the moment. Ruins exploration. Where's your ruins exploration going? Not going anywhere, because it's the cereal bars. I'm wondering if these would work better for cereal bars. I mean, yeah. You know what? Let's switch to some cereal. Let's switch this whole tower from Lotus Tea to cereal bars, and we'll see if we actually make some. We'll see what we get. Our mushrooms, well, they finally got some dirt and some sawdust in there. That's good. Are they actually making them? Yeah, sorta. Dirt. Do I have dirt? I should have plenty of dirt. No, I have coal. I have iron. I have more coal. What are you working on? Glass still? Well, I don't need glass. Let's go back to scrap. Waterbeavers, you really got to keep an eye on stuff. They do not sit well on their scales of balance, that's for sure. You know what? I've got all this extra room up here. I could build a whole nother tower. Since they're not really getting stuff moved as much. Let's see. Where are all the beavers that... Let's see. Wax workers. 47. What is this? Mushroom grower. We're well aware. Irrigation lodge. That's on purpose. Cooking tent. We know. Bad mushrooms. Am I using bad mushrooms for anything? It doesn't seem to be. Let's switch you to regular mushrooms. Because why not? I mean, how much are we doing in mushrooms anyway? We have 8, 9, 8. So how many of these make a day? They make 1 an hour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they make 10 an hour. And they make 240 a day. this down here makes 75 a day. But there's only one place for it, so maybe, just maybe, getting some hauler bots could help out. You're right. I'm gonna need probably a standby area, which means I have to fit that in here. Let's go ahead and work that in here if we can. Maybe, hopefully, you never know. 2, because those are too high. Hopefully that's enough. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, I might need one there too. Alright, well, we'll blow those up too. And what the heck, we'll just take down the whole thing. Alright, there we go. What are my builders working on? It's the start of their day. I'd like to know. Enkelgad, he is working on sleeping. Thanks, Enkelgad. Enkelgad? He's got to go get some food, which he had the opportunity to go get food over there, but instead he's choosing to go all the way across the colony. And he is going to grab food directly from the farm. Now he can go to work. Except by the time that he gets to work, it'll be time to go home. Come on, Enkelgad. I'd give them all a day off again, but that keeps cutting into my water. Explosives. Oh, okay. He's going to do the explosives up here. Wonderful. Good work. Alright, back to this. Human relics. Yep. Ruins exploration. That's going to take just a bit. But what are we doing there? Cereal. We have cereal bars. Finally. They're exploring again. This one. I'm gonna need both. So let's get some people in there. I know that takes 5 away from other things, but that's okay. We'll just deal with it. Do-do-do. You're still for chestnut beer. We're just not keeping up on that. There's our frozen human meat. Seashells. Let's make... We're still working on pencils, but for a minute, let's make these. Give everybody a seashell necklace. I need quartz again? I have a little bit of quartz here and there. You're still working on coal, I bet, so go to coal. Are you guys jammed up again? As always. You're not. You're not either. Okay, well. If I go to 18 hours, am I still pulling in enough water? That's the big question. These are constantly going. And they do work. They don't work without sluices. Just not a good alternative, basically. How are you doing on the old deluxe? Not bad. The Nenafars are a little rough to get. Oh, hey, look at that. Excellent. All right, well, we can at least do this. Wait, are you the standby area? No, you're an exercise plaza. This is a standby area. There we go. Now they can stand by. Standing by. What are we doing here? Human relics. We got some exploration. Did they finish this up yet? No. They get 12 a day, basically. You know what? I want to change you over, too. So that we can get all of one out of the way, and then we'll get all of the other out of the way. This can help, hopefully, bring in some more stuff as well. It's weird that they won't let me put that there. It's placing floodgates in a gorge in front of some 4-wide houses on platforms work. No, we tried that, remember? It unfortunately does not. Due to the shape of the floodgates, doesn't really work per se. Maybe that's a sort of, I think the gates would go nuts is what would happen, because it would lower. These would pretty much instantly take it down below its range and then raise it right back up. So you just see the gate kind of twitching all over the place all the time. Oh, they're still working on these. Okay, well, that's not bad. I feel like I should or could do more of these automated ones. Then it's waiting for... Yeah, exactly. Which, you know, I don't know if this version will get updated or a different version will get updated. Maybe neither. Maybe both. I'll take these off the roof, though. No, no, no. Ooh, that was close. All right. If I put in another one of these... There we go. Can I do... No. How do I get in here? Hold that thought. Okay, I can't do that. Can I do... platforms... Skewer overhang one? Maybe if it'll let me put it in the right location. Wants to let me put it everywhere except where it should go. Aha! Waterbeavers still need support for the 3D watering train. Yeah, it's not Update 7 compatible yet. Which, I mean, like I was talking about earlier, I think the person that makes it is actually on like their honeymoon or something along those lines at the moment. So it might be just a bit. Vertical T. Let's pause this before it gets built and say that these are high priority. There we go. one in. They'll get the other one in here in a second. And we can do another factory. And then... What do you mean? Coal. Don't turn off that one. Oh. They were supposed to come and pick up the coal. Of course they didn't. So... Let's make sure nothing else is picking up coal. You're not picking up coal anymore, are you? No, you got quartz. What are you picking up down here? Coal? No. Let's have you pick up. Do we need iron? No. Let's have you pick up. You picking up mountain salt in here? No. You can pick up those two. Long honeymoon. Yeah, I don't know if it's still honeymoon or getting set up or something along those lines, but they've been away for a bit. But that's okay. It's good to get away from some of this stuff sometimes. Oh, they're not there. That's why. I'm low on paper? Really? What's my paper factory doing? Oh. Let's get some stuff in here, people. We should have plenty of all of that. We have so much stuff that's turned off. I don't know why we're having so much issue with things. I guess we just need stuff moved around. What do we need here? Human relics we're getting. Runes exploration. Coming and going. We need paper. Paper is the stopgap. But now that I've... There we go. They've filled it back up. Now we're getting paper. We're getting... What is this? Calc... 18 times 2 times 5. 180 paper a day. That's better. How's my water doing? 6.1. How's the power? Power's okay. They're jammed up again. Coal? No, I'm actually full on coal. What are you making? You are making scrap, but you're half empty. Okay, interesting. Pollution resistance factor. Did I run out of that? I did. What are these guys making over here? They're making more strong alcohol. They're making strong alcohol. So, tell you what. You make the pollution resistance factor. That's what we need the brain stimulating mushrooms for. Let's switch back to you. You need a hauler beaver for every single item that needs moving. They only move 1 water, not 10. You know, they're supposed to be able to carry a couple of ones. So, you know what? We definitely could put in a couple more haulers because I believe... Where is advanced buildings? Nope, maybe it was over here. Airship. The airship, I think, has to be... Yep, has to be put on other buildings. So, if I want it up here, I've got to put buildings up here. So, maybe I'll just find buildings that... I don't know, just do haulers. So, This does 6. 6. Wait, employs 2 haulers. How many haulers do these have over here? Are these... Those are 5 apiece. So, if we do... Do. How many do the haulers lodges do? 2 haulers. Nope, I would rather do 5 haulers. So if we do something like, oh, let's 2, 1, 2, and then let's say we just go ahead and grab the airship. Ooh, 9 days. That's rough. This one. 20,000. Holy cow. Could we put this up here? We could put this up here. I'm going to need a ton of science, though. So we're going to need these anyway, is basically what it comes down to. So for now, let's get this. Maybe for just a bit, we'll focus on getting those bots in. We got our paper. We got our pencil sets, robot parts, runes exploration. We're getting there on that. Are you guys getting the paper that you need? Oh, you finished. Gas extractor. Let's start with methane for now, which means I can probably destroy all these. You know what? Before I go destroying them all, let's pause them and make sure that it stays keeping up. Let's get somebody in here. For the cost of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 moving beavers. We have just one that works there all the time. And that's fine. Then I might, you know what? Let's take these out on this side. They should be able to still get back here if they need to. If I do another gas extractor on the other side, like so. Because I believe these guys enter and exit through there as well. So we got 2 there. I want haulers. That's what I want right now. Yeah, I know. There's nobody there. Did we get our necklaces made? Do. You're still working on the necklaces. You just need unpaused. And then you can go to making robot parts. You might end up moving this storage, though. It might move over here. In fact, we could probably do that now. How many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4. And... oh, that's going to be a problem. Not that big of a problem. Oh, you don't need to take those out anymore. I keep forgetting. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Beavers with the... No. Not that kind of stream. No, trust me. Trust me. Nobody's sad about that. Nobody is sad about that. Yes, get me haulers. I might start turning on prioritize for those, just to see if that'll get me more water. I mean, theoretically it should. Let's do some priority for water for a bit. We'll do them on this side and see how much that helps. Good grief, I missed the tool that lets you just select an area for prioritize. They haven't had that in a really long time, though. That feels like a quality of life update that should really be in there. Although they've got a couple of good ones in the past couple of updates, so maybe they will. Always dropped functionality, that's the worst. Yeah. Like I said, there used to be a mod that did it, but I think it conflicted with Pipette tool for some reason, so it stopped being updated. Alright, what do we got there? Ruins exploration. Are you being explored? No? I'm not too worried about that one. What about you? Are you... You're at 92. Okay, well, that's not terrible. Not terrible. Clockwork robotic controllers. How many do I need for the... None. I could probably just start on it. Needs 1,000. Okay. We might have to look into building a couple more solar panels, which is not that big a deal. I've got plenty of solar panels around here. So I need at least 2 more rows here of these. We're just going to build out, I guess, across the reservoir here. But I guess if it works, right? Or even paywalled? Oh, yeah. I would hate to see paywalled. That's about the worst thing that they can do. You update your software, and all of a sudden you can't save in the format you used to, and if you want to save a PDF or something, you have to buy the Pro license. Yeah. I know that feeling exactly. Actually, short story on the YouTube side. I want to record in H265 codec. However, to get that to work in DaVinci Resolve, which is what I use for the editing, you have to have the codec from Microsoft, which used to be free, but now they're charging $1 for it. And it's not like the dollar is terrible, but it almost feels like it's the principle of the thing. Like they were given that for free, and it's basically something you have to get your computer to work. So it feels like it should still be free. But yeah, you know, it's the way it goes. 2 more of those. And then, did they get these done? They did get these done. So, what is this? This is scrap metal, iron, glass, silicone. Let's do no more. No more. No more. No more. And this is now scrap metal going out. This is, what was the middle one? Iron. Good grief. You really had to think about that. Iron ore. There's the fee. And scrap metal. This is glass going out. And this is silicone ingots going out. Somebody come and get these, please. I suppose it doesn't matter. They'll just fall on the ground. Oops, did not mean to destroy that. Oh well. Let's grab advanced building. Nope, that's science. Bot assembler. For the solar panels in the lake, can side platforms and skewer platforms not hang off regular platforms? Yes, I think they can, but I don't know if the bridge can go between them. I think what happens is eventually it just doesn't let you build off of the side of them anymore. I thought that's what it was. There's got to be some reason I did that. It could be just that it used to work or it didn't work and it does now. Holy cow. Okay. This actually has to go back 1, which means I've got to rebuild just a little bit back here. Okay. Not a problem. Not a problem whatsoever. This goes there. Oh, there's a road there. This goes... Is there another road under there somewhere? Am I missing something? There's got to be a path under here, right? I just put it on the... Come on. Well, I could put it on that. Why will you not let me put it here? I don't see any path under here. Am I wrong? Maybe it can't go that close to a building? All right, let's do this. Platforms, just temporarily checking this out. If I do that, and science, and bot assembler, No. There's got to be something under here that I'm missing. One path. Never mind. There was a path. You were right. There we go. And now we pause this. Do this. And we'll get our power stuff in. And the tea. You know what? We're just going to do our way there, just in case we ever have to come back. And we're going to say that these are all super high priority. Well, maybe not that. That's normal priority. How they doing over here? Not bad. What about you? Runes exploration is going up. They're still working on it here. We'll switch to relics once they're done. Doing range. Is that you again? Stop that. Get people back in here. There we go. Oof, that frame rate. Okay. So many beavers. We're up at 700 beavers. Why am I so low on water? Because I'm at 700 beavers. That's why. See, here it's still just slightly too high. Wonder if I put one in here, would it work? These are basically worth, like, 5 of these? No, they're worth, like, 3 of those. Ooh, look at that. I have 10 of the nuclear fuel. Shocked. Yeah, very shocked. I really don't want to build another row of these, but I don't feel like I have too many other possible ways to deal with it at the moment. Yep, let's, before we lose all of our water, just bite the bullet and build a whole nother pumping station. I didn't say put one there, you crazy thing. Let's get them built. And then that can bring in the extra water. Oh, are these up and going? Prioritized by haulers. Prioritized by haulers. At least they're going on the last day. I guess that's about all you can ask for. Why is that one? It's watered and healthy. I would say it's watered and healthy. It's completely underwater. Okay, well, we'll say, are those all? Yep. Are any of them getting built? Just barely. They've got that back in there. Good. We're going to unpause that. What's this one making? Robotic parts, which is fine, but they don't have any people. Well, maybe when we start getting robots, we can pause some of these. But until then, we need the haulers. We need haulers to get everything out and around there. Come on, people. Okay, well. Do our builders have people in them? Yes. 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 Your haulers. That hardly seems worth it. They can go find somewhere else to live. Wild brambles have taken over down here again. That's all right. We'll let him go. Speaking of which, I think brambles are pretty much full, so I could probably reroute a lot of these guys. There's 4. There's 4. There's 4, and there's 4. That could all be rerouted to do something else, because one of the few things that they're doing well is bramble flowers here. Dirt is still a pain in the butt. How about these? Clay and dirt. Okay, well. It's just going to be a pain for now. 1.9k. Okay, well, why are you guys not building these? All right, let's find a builder, because I want to know what they are working on. Let's go with Chatridua. He's working on wandering aimlessly around the colony. Carrying nothing, even. Good job. Where are you going for water? You're in the water. Open your mouth. The sky bridges off ladders over farmland still working. Yes, it is. However, in this case, I have plenty of farmland. So I haven't put the sky bridges in there this time. What is this guy doing? He spent all day doing nothing. All right, he's got 1 log. Even though he could have carried 2. Okay. There he goes. He puts 1 log on a day, and that's his whole day. Maybe tomorrow he'll get 2. All right, we've got more water coming in. Good. We are going to have to turn on the science for quite a while next time. Ruins exploration is done. So I'm thinking we have maybe 1, maybe 2 more of this before we have our airship. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how they do next time. 1, they have to make back enough water to actually make a difference. Hey, these are going. These are going pretty well. And these are going at the same time, so we'll take the extra water till that fills up. How is this thing doing for... No, this thing. Are you... Oh, you're paused. You are what I want. Are we keeping the methane full? Meh, for the most part. Let's get somebody to get that out of there. But I'd say overall, we probably don't need these anymore. There we go. We're doing coal, we're full. Iron. Yeah, but I'm guessing this is probably full. No, it's got dirt in it. They could actually be using that, or at least putting it in the dirt storage here. Oh, they do have some in this dirt storage. I'm a bit surprised there. Hey, they finally started growing over here. Good, good. This... What are they up there for? Trees. Sky exploration. Are you full of sky exploration? Yes. Unfortunately, and there's no longer a place to store it anymore. So, yeah. Runes explore. Hey, the runes are done. Does that mean you're going over to here and getting those in there? Should still be getting it. Runes exploration 12, and then what are they waiting on? Oh, 20 glowing fluid, which is probably waiting on frozen human meat. Oh, they have a little bit. Which is probably waiting on this here. Yeah. So, what's this one? This is a gas extractor. I don't care about that. We'll come back to that gas extractor. I feel like I should start switching them now and just... There you go. They can bring in all the human relics. Which should be a little bit easier, I hope. And then they need robot parts, which I thought... Factory over here. How you doing? Oh, they're just waiting on the PhD, so they built everything, just waiting on the PhD. Let's get some people in here to make these robot parts. Next time, hopefully, we get robots. We hopefully get the airship. We'll find out. But hopefully robots will help us move everything around so that we can get the airship much easier. We have that. I should build another one of these so that I can start to store that other type of gas that we need. While we're here, let's go up here. There we go. Looks good. We'll do that. Do they have... How are they doing on these over here? Are they almost done with these? Well, they got part of that in. They don't have these in. So those will definitely take a minute or two. Well, these are now working all the time. That's good. That's helping the water come back up. I guess they'll work until they flood here. We're starting to catch up on the lacking of workers, but it's hitting us hard in... Ooh, food sucks at the moment. Where's all our rice? Are we taking them out of farms? Is that where they're coming from? No. No. They've got stuff. I don't like the fact that we're ridiculously low on food. We'll have to look into that. There's still some over here. You can't get over there? It's terrible. Maybe we'll move this next time so they can get more down in here. They're definitely not getting much out of that. But that's definitely going to be next time. So let's find out if there's anybody over on Twitch that I would like to raid. Do I know anybody? And I still haven't figured out YouTube ratings, so we'll go over and, oh, looks like there's somebody that's doing Timberborn. There's a couple of people doing Timberborn. Let's raid somebody playing Timberborn. It looks like they've just got started. So we'll go over there. YouTube side. Like I said, I don't know how to raid on YouTube, so I've never figured that out. I'll get to it eventually. I think they have to allow it too, so it's kind of weird. Anyway, just want to say, as always, thank you very much for stopping by, and hope to see you next time. Bye!